Welcome to Marina's Kitchen. Today I'm going to make an Anzac slice. We have made Anzac biscuits before, but this is an Anzac slice, which is really nice because you cut it up in slices and you get 20 pieces out of it. It's so easy to do because you just put everything in together. There's no mixing in your electric mixer. So what I do is I line up a 20 centimetre pan with I grease it and then I line it with the baking paper so you can lift it up and pull it out on the sides when it's ready. Now all I need here now is I've got 125 gram of soft butter. Now we all just add this all together and then I'll put some syrup and some coconut in the end. So what we do now, I've got half a cup of brown sugar. Half a cup of brown sugar, just put everything in together. I've got 1 1/3 cup of rolled oats, just put that in together. I've got a cup of plain flour, put that in there also. This all just goes together. It's quite easy because we just mix it all around with that soft butter, so easy. I've got half a teaspoon of bicarb soda there, and I also got a pinch of salt. That all goes in together. So I just keep on mixing that round with that soft butter until I get a texture that I'm going to put the first layer underneath on that pan. And then on the top layer I've got a cup and 1/3 of shredded coconut. And that gets mixed up with 3/4 cup of syrup, warm syrup. So I'll show you how to do it. So what we do is I'll get my hands into this, which is much better. My fingers into it, just mix it all together with that lovely soft butter. Just mix it, see how it's nice and gets all together. I'm going to put 2/3 of this in that pan, the first layer. In the top layer I'm going to mix the coconut with the syrup and put it on the top. It goes into a 180 degree oven just for about 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes, and let it cool in the pan. And then when it's cool, take it out and cut it in slices. So it's a little bit different. The texture is more or less the same, but because this has got a topping of this coconut with the syrup on the top, it just makes it a different but it's in a slice. So it's not a Anzac biscuit, it's an Anzac slice. There you go. Look, that was quick and easy to make. Look how lovely that come together. Now I'm going to get 2/3 of that. I'm going to leave that bit there to put my coconut and my syrup. And now all I've got to do is just press that all into that pan and spread it out. That's the first layer. Very easy. Just spread it all out to the top until you get it all out together. Just spread it all on that bottom part of the dish. Just bring it out to all the sides. Press it all in together. You can wet your hands if you want to, but there's no need to. It just presses in very nice. I'll just shift this out the way. I'll just get that all into the corners. That's 2/3 of that mixture. I want to press down the first layer and just press it down into the corners. And then the next layer we mix up the coconut. Now you have to warm the syrup. So you either warm it up in the microwave or in a small saucepan. I have just put it in a small saucepan to warm up, and I'm going to mix it with my coconut. That's what you do with the first layer. I have pressed that all in, pressed it to the sides. And now to this part of this extra mixture, I'm going to add my 1 1/3 cup of shredded. This is shredded coconut. If you haven't got the shredded coconut, you can use the other coconut. This gives it a more crunchier flavour to it. So what we do now, I'm going to add my warm. I've got a 3/4 cup of syrup to that, and I've warmed it up. You can warm it up in a small saucepan or just put it in the microwave. So what you do is you put that warm syrup all through that beautiful coconut and that extra mixture we left there. Just put that all together. Now you just mix that all together with that lovely coconut. That coconut gives it that final crunch on the top, which is absolutely lovely. It's just something different from your normal Anzac biscuits. This is an Anzac slice. So, as I said, put it in the oven 180, 25 to 30 minutes, that's all it needs. You'll get about 20 pieces out of that. You can cut them as big as you want to or as small as you want to. I've got a few morning teas that I want to do, so this will come in handy. It'll keep well. You can freeze it and you contain it. So that's that beautiful mixture with that syrup and that coconut. So all I'm going to do now, I'm going to put that on the top and spread it all on the top. And that gives it a lovely crust on the top. Just spread it on the top. Just spread it nicely. Just get that out the way. There's enough mixture there that it just goes beautifully on the top. You can see that beautiful shredded coconut with that syrup, which gives it that lovely crunchy flavour on the top. So it's different to an Anzac biscuit, but it's just more or less in the same basic because we've got the rolled oats, we've got the syrup and the coconut. So that's all you do. Look, it's so simple. Just spread that out right to the corners on top evenly. Beautiful. That syrup is just enough to dissolve in with all that lovely coconut and give it that lovely topping to it. So what you do now is you put that in the oven. I said 180, just 25 to 30 minutes. It just goes lovely and brown on the top. Now I have made another batch because I want two batches of this because this will only give me 20 pieces, so I need more, and it'll keep in the deep freeze. It's another thing too, it is so easy for the kids to do this during the holidays because you don't have to use your electric mixer, you just have to do it by hand. Maybe the kids can do it if they like anything like Anzac biscuits. Now I'll show you mine that I've made. Now when it cools down, take it out on a board and cut it up in squares. Now you can cut them as big as you want or as small as you want to. I've cut them that size, which are just a nice size, and it gives it a lovely crunchy top and a lovely moist on the bottom, so that's beautiful. Now it gives you about 20 pieces in that size, and you can cut them smaller or bigger if you want to. Now to finish it off, I just like to give it that little bit of look that I sprinkle a little bit of that lovely icing sugar on top just to make it look pretty. There you go. And honestly, that is so quick to make, isn't it? As long as you've got all your ingredients, just put that in the oven now for 25 to 30 minutes. When it cools down, don't take it out straight away. Let it cool down, then just to lift it out, put it on your board, cut it up in pieces. Now put it in a container when they cool down, and you've got them. You can freeze one batch and make another batch. Now they are lovely. They are really nice and crunchy, and it's just something different from your normal Anzac biscuit. So I hope that you'll try them. They're very easy to make, very quick. Just try them. Thank you for watching, and have a Merry Christmas to you all. Bye.